Welcome back. And there are a couple of things I wanted to discuss. I'm going to try to make this as swift and clean as possible. The first thing I want to discuss, I'm looking at a couple screens here. The first thing is a couple of weeks ago, this strange and deplorable thing that happened in Ohio. The special education assistant, Mrs. Pepperly, I think that's how you pronounce her name, actually had the audacity, gall, to go into the school in blackface. I don't know how many people know what blackface is, and declare herself Rosa Parks, of all things, in an attempt to protest, if you know, the vaccine mandate, if you can believe that. She put on iodine. She dyed her face with iodine to protest the vaccine mandate in Ohio for the school staff and teachers. Now, she's not even a teacher. She's a special ed assistant. Now, they have a vaccine mandate for the school teachers and staff members. Now, she felt it necessary to protest this, but for some, inexplicable reason, I don't know who told her to do this, if she got it in her own mind, but she decided to blackface her face, and I don't know why she did this. This is the most racist thing possible, especially for black people. Now, blackface is, something they did in the late 19th century and early 20th century, where people would, white people would dye their face or put on black, makeup to insult black people, and in theaters, and when movies came out, and depict black people as morons and savages, and cartoonish clowns, and when like we were primitive in debauchery, and because we couldn't, black people could not perform in theaters and movies, and this is the most despicable thing. It is incredibly insulting for black people. And then when black people finally were allowed to be, perform in theaters and movies, we were still, back then in the early 20s and 30s, we were supposed to put on blackface because white people didn't want to see our actual blackness. So, and then finally, it was not no longer necessary. But this was, the most racist thing that you can do, and I don't know why. But then she declared herself Rosa Parks. That is the most incredibly insulting, racist thing you can do. I don't know where she came up with this. I don't know how you could possibly do this, but this is, I don't know where she came up with this. Rosa Parks was a woman that, had to, work her life as a housekeeper, and then, had to get on a bus and sat in front of the bus. Sat in front of the bus because there was no room in the back of the bus, and she sat down and eventually became an activist. because she sat in front of the bus because her feet hurt. And then the black people protested the bus because the bus driver didn't, told her to move, and then she said, "No, I'm not moving because my feet hurt. I can't stand up. I'm not going to stand up. I'm sitting down here." And the bus driver kicked her off the bus. So activists, protested the bus line. And you decided to protest vaccinations by putting on blackface? This is insulting. Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about is the Texas abortion ban. Now, the Texas abortion ban is Governor Greg Abbott. Governor Abbott now, this is going on. I'm sure everyone has heard about this. Everyone knows about I'm sure by now everyone knows about the Texas abortion ban. The Texas abortion ban violates so many laws. It is, this is a law issue, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm a paralegal, so I can't tell you everything about law, but I do know the law. And this Texas abortion ban violates so many laws on state, federal, and constitutional levels that it is incredible. It is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. It flips my mind. Okay, this abortion ban, it violates state laws, federal laws, and constitutional laws. This ban violates Roe versus Wade, and now I have researched this backwards and forwards, up and down, and this abortion ban, and I checked this for days, and the last time I checked was last night, and I checked it last night and just 10 minutes ago, and Roe versus Wade has not been overturned by the Supreme Court of the United States. It has not been overturned. So Governor Abbott is violating the Supreme Court. He's violating the Supreme Court. So what can you say? He's violating the Supreme Court of the United States. He's violating the state of Texas. And Roe versus Wade took place in the state of Texas. So he's violating his Supreme Court. He's violating Texas law. He's violating the United States of the He's violating the Supreme Court of the United States. He's violating the Texas law. What can you say? I don't know. And he's violating constitutional law. He's violating the 9th Amendment of the United States. He's violating the 14th Amendment of the United States. Now, let me read a couple of things from Roe versus Wade. Let me read this. In January 1973, the Supreme Court issued a 7-2 decision ruling that due process clause of the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution provided a right to privacy that protects a pregnant woman's right to choose whether or not to have an abortion. But it also ruled that this right is not absolute and must be balanced against the government's interest in protecting women's health and protecting prenatal life. The court resolved this balancing test by tying state regulation of abortion to 3 trimesters of pregnancy. During the first trimester, governments could not prohibit abortions at all. At all! That's the first trimester. That's 3 months. The first trimester. Now, Governor Abbott tried to put a clause in his little abortion ban, saying a woman could not have an abortion after 4 weeks. Now, if anyone has taken a high school biology course, a woman wouldn't even know that she's pregnant until 4 to 6 weeks. Now, AOC even said that. A woman wouldn't know she's pregnant until 4 to 6 weeks until she's pregnant. Take biology, Governor Abbott. 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. Take a high school biology course. Take an anatomy course. A woman wouldn't even know she's pregnant until 4 to 6 weeks after pregnancy. Come on, dude. Not to mention the fact you're not a woman. It's not your choice. It's not your body. I have no right. You have no right. Dude, get real. A woman doesn't know she's pregnant until 4 to 6 weeks after conception. So, and Roe versus Wade says a woman has the right to get an abortion within the first trimester. And the 14th Amendment gives a woman the right to choose. And the 9th Amendment upholds the 14th Amendment. So you're violating Roe versus Wade, the 14th Amendment, and the 9th Amendment. So where do you get this ability to uphold this abortion ban? And now, the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, wants to is trying to do the same thing. I have absolutely no idea where these Republican governors are getting this thing going. Society is crumbling in on itself. And we are just falling back into the 1940s. We're rolling back 80 years. We're just tumbling back. Society is crumbling. We're going to talk about this in another video about how society is just crumbling back in on itself. And we're going to talk about the Arizona recount. I just want to throw back in the Arizona recount and Trump 43 counts, and Trump got cyber ninja. He ninja'd himself. He ninja'd himself and cyber ninja found out Biden won by even a bigger margin than even himself, and even he knew. I just wanted to throw that back in before I left. But if you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, and please do comment. I respond to comments. Thank you for watching.